Hello everybody, it's Eric Knutson here at Nuts and Bolts, and I just wanted to share with you our latest purchase. Now this is once again a liquidation.com purchase, and we made it on 120. Well, we made the purchase on 120, and it came in on 124, which is an extremely fast turnaround. This particular package came from Staten Island, New York, and we got, wait for it, women's clutches. Okay, now unfortunately my beautiful cohort is not going to be able to be with me today because she's actually tied up doing her main hustle, you know, keeping people alive and such as that. So I couldn't really complain. Nevertheless, I did want to go ahead and tell you guys just a little bit more about this before we get started. We made a bid for this for $100, which was the minimum acceptable bid. We were the only person that bid. We bought the thing and then ended up paying around $66 for the shipping and the taxes and everything all in. So we ended up with 72 clutches for $166. Okay, so please don't get all superstitious, but it actually turned out to be $166.66. Ooh. 166.66. These, I don't think these clutches are possessed. However, they may be. They are from Staten Island. So moving on. This is supposed to be at least 20 different varieties of clutches here. And our expectations here before we purchased them were to probably sell them for at least $12 and probably more like a minimum of 14. Maybe up to 18 depending on what eBay holds. So we haven't really looked up any of these individual ones. We have sorted them into piles because there's supposed to be a variety of them, at least 20 different kinds. So I'm going to show you the item, of course show you how many we got, and of course talk about it. Wanted to go ahead and point out everybody to make sure to click on the links in the description. These will be links to all three of our stores as well as to social media sites. So make sure to stop by and see us, give us a link, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, tell us what you think of the video. Thank you. Oh, the other thing I would say about these clutches is they are all brand new. They're supposed to come in the original wrapping. They did appear too, so we'll go through that. I'll actually show you what they look like wrapped. I'll also show you what they look like unwrapped and take the time. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Some of these are in little sleeves like this, which makes it very easy for me. Other ones appear to be slightly wrapped. So this is the only one per se of this style that I can see. Now the interesting thing about it, and I'll show you here in just a moment, is there's very similar ones where the pattern seems to have been rotated at 90 degrees. So this is the only one per se of this particular type. It's got a little W here. And if you look, it looks kind of like etched. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah? Okay. Can you see the pattern on the clutch itself? Not just the, not the print, but the pattern as well. It's a very nice looking clutch. Going to open it up, and as you can see, look, this is not just a decorative thing, it's actually to hold the clutch shut. So when you open it up, you have to open that up. There's a zipped area here, as I'll show you. Now the zipper looks to be a little, I don't know, maybe a touch finicky on that. Oh, there it goes. It just needed a little bit of love. Okay, so look, it's kind of like an accordion fold on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 different pockets, with technically a 5th pocket in the middle that's zippered for like your change and everything. I mean, that's really nice. You could keep your coupons in there, you could keep all of your information, your checkbook, everything, and keep it nice and safe. What do you think of that? So like I said, I only got one of those with an interesting W on it. So what do you think of that? Okay. Now, as I said, I got many very similar, and I don't want to leave you guys hanging on that. If you look, this is almost exactly the same. It's just the pattern has been flipped by 90 degrees. Once again, with the little W clasp to open it up. And if you look, it's exactly the same accordion style with the zipper in the middle to zip and unzip, take care of your coins and everything else. So I mean, whether you would consider this the same exact style, they're very similar, obviously, but I'm going to list them separately because I wouldn't want somebody to get that one and go, huh, it doesn't look like the picture at all. The other thing I'll point out about these is the pattern doesn't line up exactly the same on all of these clutches of the same style. So even though it has the horizontal pattern, it doesn't look exactly the same for each one. It looks like they just did it as quick, as efficiently as they could with the pattern that they had. So it shifts is what I'm saying. For instance, if you can, you see how these are not exactly the same. Similar, not exactly the same. Okay? So on that particular one, which is the, you know, not including the one that was rotated 90 degrees, I have a total of 5. So once again, I want to point out what Tiff tells me all the time, and you know I love, is that means that one listing for these, all those, and we're going to get them all listed and get them posted, and they're just going to slowly trickle off our shelf. I love those. Those look nice. What do you guys think of that? I'm pretty appreciative of that right now. So now this is another single B, a one off, a one guy. I have one similar to this, but not exactly the same. These, if you see, come in a little wrapping. Okay. So once I pull that wrapping back, give it just a little wiggle to get the bag to start loose. It really doesn't want to come out of here because it's been stuck in that bag since it's been made. Hope it doesn't damage the bag to show you guys this, because guys, can they end up damaging the bag? I hope not. Oh, and it did. It damaged the bag. Okay, so the bag is damaged, but it's fine. You know, it is new still. So if you look, this is like a little, I guess, alligator shell look, alligator skin-esque looking clutch. And if we open it up, it's much different than the last one. Okay, so this one does not have a W clasp. It's got a push button here, and when we open it up, we've got room for your ID card and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional cards, and then you've got a zippered area for your coins, and then you've got a little area for your folding money, as we old people used to call it. That's interesting. What do you guys think of that? I mean, it's definitely new. It's definitely nice looking. I personally am a fan. I think that's nice. That's probably going to tend more towards the $16-ish range. While the first one and first two that we showed you were probably more towards the $14 range. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Click here or click here. And of course, click here to subscribe.